Is it recording? Oh, hey, how y'all doing? My name is, what's that man named Mr. Rogers? I gotta drop some information on y'all dealing with Eddie Murphy too, and show you how deep some of this stuff go. But, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I have some, okay, I normally don't, I don't like to read notes and all this stuff. I did this in a video like for 13 something, how to get rid of evil spells or something. I don't know. I looked at some notes that I wrote. So for this right here, since I'm gonna go in on what the knowledge out here is about, it's not the spiritual side of me, so it's the physical crap that's going in with the trickery of you and all the people you follow dealing with this new age madness. I must do this before the blood moon and for what I got to drop. So I'm gonna read some things gonna make some of y'all mad, because some of your, I'm gonna tell you how deep this go. I guarantee you everybody have heard something good from one of these names I'm about to read, because they give you half truths, which is still a lie. They sick you in, tell you some good information with their nice voice. Like my man Alan Watts. Back in the days before I even ever became kind of awakened, see, something led me to that jump in the 90s. Listen to Alan Watts. I checked out. I only used to listen to British information and stuff overseas, because that's where it started. Where the ISIS movement started. The Aquarian age started. Where the Nazi Windsor Castle Queen money Vatican Pope information started to destroy America, which is the Moors. And it was destroying all the other Europeans that ran over here to the Moors, so they didn't want to pay taxes to the Church of Rome, which is Satanic, and the so-called Jews. So feudalism came in, where the Queen Rothschild and them said, we got to get the royals over there in America and destroy them, which is the God's children, because the so-called European people, all the different kind that was coming over here, like Irish are Moorish children, but they acting too ignorant right now. Portuguese, Spanish, Scottish, all these are Moorish children. Russian, even though some of them in Germany, was all Moorish. Everybody was Moorish children, but some ran over here and forgot, and the ones that came over here and got infiltrated by the devils again, forgot they was coming toward where their fathers of civilization was at, in America. So feudalism started to come and make sure they destroy America and the rest of the Moorish children, which is so-called white people, whatever. It's real. In your bank, they call it fidelity or fidel. I don't even know right now, but feudalism. Let's check it out. Let's start with Willis Harman, a social policy director of Stanford Research Institute, dealing with, in the United States, Aldous Huxley, Brave New World, back in 1974. Aldous Huxley. Just know that name, Aldous, something that sucks. But the American conspiracy started dealing with the British Opium War against the United States. That's all that Opium War. That's what all these wars are about. Because whoever controls the opium controls the minds. Because that's the heroin and all the other bull crap, that medicine that make you talk like this. But the British went over there to so-called Egypt and got all that backwards information. Because the Kemites, the original Kemites, Moors, had switched everything around and made it backwards. And then the Greeks come in, the Romans come in, and all other cultures came in after the Kemites have left. And the information we left there was trickery backwards. That's what we call Greek, is backwards. It's having sex backwards. And that's why they all got confused and they all got homosexuality and everything else. And y'all follow that shit. And then you Egyptology people, I told you I'm going to destroy y'all. You Egyptology people follow the satanic backwards information that is not even the original information, because you follow the books that they wrote and deciphered off the walls of Kemet, which is some backwards information. You backwards bastards. Talking about you a goddamn god. Oh, I'm gonna go deep, not right now though, but I got some coming up for the Egyptology people too. Oh, you's a fool, man. You be fucking everybody up. You be destroying all this shit. That's what I'm supposed to do. Make you mad at me. Come and get me. But anyway, they thought this Egyptian Isis priesthood of the 3rd millennium BC and all this BC bull crap. That's what it is, bull crap. Because the original Kemites was gone. So everybody who came into Egypt, it was already built. Pyramids were already built. Just wrote the information on some goddamn walls. They ain't built a goddamn thing. Just keeping it real. Alright. But they started with one area called the hippie area in 1969. They also, in 1960s, they started an adolescent youth in America, ancient cult of Isis. That Isis got big then. They came up with the Isis cross called the peace symbol. Yeah, they're gonna separate your monkey ass with peace symbol. Yes, counterculture. Not the fittest. Keeping you together as unity. Peace symbol. The high priesthood, they call it the Role Roundtable group, which Thomas H. Huxley and Arnold Toynbee was a collaborator, but everybody know who Rhodes is. The British, one of the real billionaire kind of dudes or whatever. He got the things to help Albert Pike, Aleister Crowley, Hitler movement going on to destroy other people. That Rhodes dude. Yes, sir. Cecil Rhodes. Check the names out. You got let's see, we got RIAA Council, Research Division of British Intelligence, World War II, Prime Minister Winston Churchill, another devil, demon. They had the little called the 1,000-year rights from the Egyptian pharaohs to the Roman Empire. All this stuff is after the Kemites, real. You see what I'm saying? But just let me see here. The demons went over there to Oxford where the Moors had the information at and started learning stuff after the Moors failed. And they started coming up with their little initiates in what they call the Children of the Sun. Dionysius cult, compromise of the Children of Britain's Round Table. And so they started writing all this information after the Moors failed and started pushing it over here to America with the satanic group called Vatican. So all the information that people out here reading, this esoteric information, is coming out of the British cult called the Aquarian conspiracy. New age of satanic Satanism. Where's your knowledge at now, Negroes? You got it from the goddamn occult. Some hidden information, Aquarian conspiracy. And your monkey ass out here talking about you a goddamn god. Motherfucker, y'all some goddamn satanic devils and you gonna perish. Goddamn pissed me off with this goddamn shit. Told you blood morning for to get you. Let's keep on going. They started this junk in the 1950s where they started calling this pornographic stuff like Lady Chatterley's Lover. Start pushing all that work of art, showing your body like a Jezebel in the 1950s. Let's keep going on. That dude that wrote a lot of movies that Bobby Hemmett loved so much called H.G. Wells. And everybody always talk about H.G. Wells, 1984, the New World Order. Don't know he was a cowboy agent of the British Foreign Intelligence during World War I. And he was the spiritual grandfather of the Aquarian conspiracy. They say the open conspiracy blueprints for a world revolution. These all satanic people that we told you about that would happen. An open conspiracy of wealthy men for political arms, distinct social environment, all this kind of bull crap. H.G. Wells, and everybody think he was some kind of like good guy because he wrote World of the Wars. See, they give you some truth information with the satanic information and think you're overthrowing the government and all this kind of bullcrap like stuff. See, you overthrowing law and order from the gods. See, these are satanic people to get you to destroy morals. But y'all like H.G. Wells too, don't you? Let's keep going. Like the island of Dr. Moreau and all this kind of stuff like that. That I think Aldous Huxley wrote or whatever, but it was from some real information that they got from the Moors, where we had them mixing down there and mixed stickios, the little islands off of so-called Mexico, where we mix in Argentina, where we mix so-called Neanderthal with the rhesus monkey to create so many different humans out here that has the DNA of Neanderthals. Just keeping it real. But let's keep going. We're gonna get all into that stuff about who is who on the planet because everybody all mixed up now. But under Wells' tutelage, Huxley was first introduced to Aleister Crowley, the beast himself. Crowley was a product of the cultist circle that developed in Britain in the 60s or 1860s. He was under the influence of Edward Bulwer Lytton, who was a colonial minister under Lord Palmerston during the Second Opium War. Getting deep. William Butler Yeats, another protege, Isis Urania, Temple of Hermetic Students of the Golden Dawn. Everybody talk about the Golden Dawn and some Hermetic principles and stuff like that out here, which is the Isis cult, organized in 1877. Manuscript Isis unveiled by Madame Helena Blavatsky, a Russian occultist of the British aristocracy or whatever, to organize itself into an Isis priesthood, copying information so-called Egyptians, because the Egyptians is the later ones, which means backwards. They're not the Kemites, because the Kemites and Egyptians are two different people. See, the Kemites are the originals that left the pyramids there, and then other kind of Egyptians came there. I want y'all to know this. These are not the same goddamn people. Egyptians is not the goddamn Kemites that was there first. The Kemites had left. Just like the Olmecs had left. The Peruvians had left. The original pyramid builders left. These monkey ass motherfuckers don't know this goddamn shit around here talking about this and that. You don't have a goddamn clue. And they thought they was the gods because we're gonna be gods here. And start writing their information, copying off the original gods that left. A Moreau. Y'all ain't ready for it. Let's keep going. They had a thing called, even in controlled by the Canadian multimillionaire Maurice Strong, a top operative for British intelligence. Now see how they get in Canada? 1937, Huxley was sent to the U.S. during World War I with a Los Angeles contact, Jacob Zeppelin. Sound like the Zeppelin Republic. Gray aliens. A motherfucking pederast with somebody who loved children, Christopher Asherwood. They was employed as script writers for MGM, Warner Brothers, and Walt Disney Studios. This back in 1937. Here's your gray alien, your fucking UFO, and your bullshit, and your goddamn demon, your motherfucking demon manuscripts, and all your goddamn movies right there for some goddamn demons. Oh, but you ain't ready for it, is you? Let's keep on going. RKO Studios, Bugsy Siegel. Bugsy Siegel is a so-called Jew. Al Capone is a so-called Jew. All these so-called mafia people in Chicago that y'all love. Bugsy Siegel was cool. Al Capone was cool. Motherfucker, they were so-called Jews, so they were Satans. I'm gonna hurt your feelings today, baby. They had the Lansky Syndicate, dealing with Warner Brothers and MGM. Huxley founded the Nest ISIS cult in Southern Cal and San Francisco, all over in California. Translated or propagated a number of ancient Zen Buddhist documents, inspiring Zen mystical cuts along the way. But y'all on that Zen magic stuff, like that big hip dude for the LA Lakers, Clippers, Chicago Bulls coach, whatever his name is, Phil, what his name that had Michael Jordan and that dude. That Zen magic and that Buddhism and that Buddhism stuff was all created by the goddamn satanic devils. But they talk nice, so you believe them, because they don't believe in Christ. They think they are the gods, right? You create your own reality and love. Goddamn fucking bullshit. That's the goddamn trigger to pull your ass away. Huxley founded the ISIS cult, okay. He was with Thomas Mann, daughter Elizabeth Mann, Borges. They laid the foundation during the 1930s and the 40s. Later, it was called the LSD Culture. They did this. It was called the initiates of the ISIS cult. Bulwer, Linton, Blavatsky, Crowley, They all constituted while stationed in India. They came up with all this. The demons came up with all this stuff, getting information from Sanskrits and everything like that to create something that give you part truth with a bunch of lies. And that's how they pull people in, pull our children in from the Creator, pull them into that satanic way, which we call the New Age today, which y'all think y'all are gods and think y'all got all this esoteric knowledge, which you get satanic information. And everything you try to go against the good books, which give you right information that told you about the RFID chips, told you about the poison of the water, told you about the poison of the food, told you about astrology, told you about all this kind of stuff, and you hit the goddamn good books. Because they tricked you with a Jesus Christ. So you took that was fake, everything must be fake, right? Y'all ain't got a goddamn clue. I feel sorry for you. When they was on the LSD, they called themselves getting visitation from the gods. No, visitation from demons. Ironically, writes Ferguson. Now they up there in Ferguson, St. Louis, because all this stuff has started. Keeping it real. But all through the 60s, they started CIA too, Central Intelligence Agency, and into the military use. They started having experiments with college camp, over 80 college campuses. Thousands of graduate students served as guinea pigs. They synthesized their own acid. The CIA operation was codenamed MKULTRA. Now we know the MKULTRA got these children out here now, right? Now you see how all of it's connected? Aquarian conspiracy. That began in 1952. They had some lithamine, whatever the people are talking DMT crap. Hey man, what about DMT? What about DMT 13, son? What about DMT? What about DMT 13, son? I always said, fuck your DMT. I was gonna just waiting for the right time to tell you about it, but fuck your DMT. You listen to the other goddamn people out here talking about some DMT, give your special power. That's satanic. I told you, I'm gonna damage everything and bring you back home if you're ready to come. It's all about 13. It's not about me. It's about the Christ, the Christians, Christala, the children of the gods. Not none of this satanic bullshit. This is simple. You started following all this new age crap and you're making it hard. And you're gonna perish. I promise you that. He's so mean and arrogant. What, I'm supposed to be coming out of your level and bow down like to y'all? Man, this is the truth here. I told you I'm gonna hurt your beliefs. In 1943, that's when they started dealing that DMT bull crap from Albert Hoffman, a chemist at Sandoz AB, a Swiss pharmaceutical house owned by S.G. Warburg, back to 1913 with the Federal Reserve Warburgs. Okay. Dealing with the British Intelligence, Office of Strategic Services, Alan Dulles, Director of CIA, MKULTRA, OSS, Station Chief Bernie in Switzerland. Oh God, what's too many names here? 1960, Institute, some kind of policy studies with Robert Hutchins. Man, they deep. They like 15 million came deep. So think all this different information you're getting out here is deep. And you think you got some information talking about duality and chakras and now this bullshit. Motherfucker, you better come home with practice. This shit real. I got it. I've been saving this stuff for the blood moon. This ain't the blood moon, from still. Let's keep going. They call this psychosis. I ain't gonna pronounce that. I'm gonna skip that one. So something about Egyptian and Indian pagan rites or whatever, psychotic state identical in all clinic respects to schizophrenia, some kind of psycho bastards out here, whatever. But with all this hallucinogenic drugs, what they say, with the MKULTRA John did in 1952, the Ford Foundation, which I told you about Gerald Ford, the Ford cars, I told you it's all satanic. Keep going on with Henry Ford II, that Hutchins put all that money up, okay. 53, Huxley wrote The Doors of Perception, the manifesto of psychedelic drug cult. Expanding consciousness. Oh, I'm gonna get my conscious doing satanic shit. Away from Creator. All this crap comes from bombing, some kind of strategic bombing survey, a cost-cutting study of the psychological effects of the bombings of German population centers from the RAND Corporation in 1962, Santa Monica, California. Okay, let's keep going. W.H. McLaughlin conducted a preparatory study on the long-lasting effects of LSD. Let's keep going. Actually, the two most prominent individuals were Alan Watts and the late Dr. Gregory Bateson, sound like the Bates Motel, the former husband of Dame Margaret Mead. Watts became a self-styled guru of a nationwide Zen Buddhist cult built around his well-publicized books. Bateson, an anthropologist with the OSS, became the director of hallucinogenic drug experimental clinic in Palo Alto Veterans Administrative Hospital with the military people. Oh my God! What do I want to go into that VA hospital? They said they use all the initiating the cadres with the hippies. But Alan Watts what I told you about people that come talking nice. Oh, we supposed to create a reality. Yeah, the government is bad. That's how you talk. He's nice, because nice means foolish. He's tricking you, because he's one of them. Y'all thought Alan Watts was the shit. I even posted some of his good quotes. See, because they had to give some good information, but it's a lot of trickery to pull you in that way. Watts is saying he created a Pacifica Foundation radio station in San Francisco and New York City. They pushed the Rolling Stone, the Beatles. They call that Liverpool sound. That's why they loved Jimi Hendrix, because they knew he was real and spiritual. And he went over to the British. They didn't want to kill him because he didn't want to do that stuff anymore. He started saying, "Nah, I want to do spiritual stuff," and that's when they killed him. Y'all don't know the truth, do you? But they had the Harvard group. Harvard. Huxley, Osmond, Watts, Timothy Leary. That's one of the dudes on the radio station all talking about the Republicans bullshit. Richard Alpert, all these racists. I don't use the word racist. They so-called Jew people always talking crap, confusing everybody out here in the world. So they get confused regular so-called white people too, think they following these people if they good people, and it's everything against the religion. So-called modern age bullshit, satanic. They had seminars with acid rock, counterculture, all through Harvard. So they're getting smart people. Man, it's a chemical warfare experiment, they said. MKULTRA, chemical warfare experiment. Over 100 million doses of LSD. And that was in the 1960s. That's when everybody started acting crazy after the 1960s. Remember the so-called black people had the power, the black they had afros and all this stuff. It was more of a unity thing after that. See, I told you I'm gonna get them. Because they don't know the truth. I've been just sitting on this information. But I don't go to it because I don't want to do it. But I just got to kill these New Age people out here that think they got some knowledge. From these books, over 15 million New Age conspiracy theories called Aquarian Age Conspiracy. 15 million individuals. That's a lot of people putting information out all over the world to confuse people. Satanic. Psychedelic mind expanding, they called it. The roots of the flower people. I'm a flower child. When I told you, it's called the flower of life, not flower child. But that was from Gregory Bateson. Another SD experiment on patients, psychological problems, initiates. That was started in 1959. Had that movie came on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Talk about put all the people in prison and only true free people are the insane and all kind of bull crap like this. Man, I ain't gonna get. You know, I'm gonna have to stop because this is too many goddamn people out here with all these free clinics and everything. Man, I'm talking about a lot of damn names. Dr. David Smith. Y'all gotta get this one. Dr. David Smith, so-called a medical advisor for the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. They call it NORML. National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. This is in the 1950s when they was doing all this kind of stuff. Oh no, they had this set up. Yeah, they had this up in the 1950s for right now. You wanna smoke your icky still. You think, oh, no, what he talking about when I say satanic stuff dealing with the weed and the smoke in the clubs to get some spirits can come inside behind the smoke. You thought it's a fucking joke, didn't you? But I got proof, and I've been having it for a while. That's why we just laugh and say, hey, posting stuff, showing your doctor saying it's bad and this and that. And you still, we can do this, we can do this. And I say, anything the government give you is bad. But you don't hear me, though. But here it is, got the proof. Go look it up. NORML, National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, from Dr. David Smith, a medical advisor, satanic, Satan, devil. Then you got Roger Smith. He was a street gang organizer. And he started the free drug clinics. Street gang organizer. We talk about shit in the 60s, and now street gangs everywhere. Then you got some Dr. Peter Bourne, formerly President Carter's special assistant on drug abuse. Man, y'all want me to keep going on this stuff, do you? Now you see how everybody out here getting tricked? They got some freaking knowledge. I'm just sitting on so much goddamn stuff. A lot of them don't even know yet. The Tavistock Institute, some free clinic bullshit about some devils. Psychiatric division of the British Army. Dr. John Rawlins, go back to the 1920s. During the 60s, all this dialectics of liberation and all this woman liberation, sanity bullshit, feminist bullshit, all the satanic information that Apple Pike wrote in his goddamn books and Dogman and more. Here's all this shit right here, and I got it. Think I'm a fucking joke. We motherfuckers got me, or either Angela Davis. They get Angela Davis and Stokely Carmichael, prominent American delegates, but they got them brainwashed too. That's why she out here pushing gay shit now. You want to keep going deep? You want to keep going deep? That's why you don't hear me talk about these people. I don't know something that the others don't know. Let's go some more names. Watts, Kesey, Apple, 67 The Flower People, American Colleges, Beating of the Drum, the Beatles. Yeah, the Beatles came to beat your ass in. Yep, Rolling Stone, LSD Culture, 39, Princeton University Radio Research Project, Theodore Adorno. Oh, I ain't gonna get into his devil ass. And that's like they got people with the music, messing with parallels of the compression of the social network, dealing with music. That's when they started getting musicians to play whatever kind of music they need. See, this started in 1939, Princeton University radio station. So they know exactly how to control people with the music. But you said it's not satanic or Illuminati, not real. It's called the Dionysic counterculture, which is Egypt, ISIS priesthood. And they had a recruitment of the youth. Then they had another one called Paul Hearst, this Adorno Radio Research Project out of the University of Michigan, transformed the mass media into an agency of subculture programming. God damn. Into around-the-clock recycling machines that repeated the top 40 hits. Round that clock. Reruns, repeat, recycling, revolving. Y'all still don't think Uncle know what he talking about? I've been giving you this information, playing with you, just giving you hints, playing with you, trying to pull you back in slowly because I just want to come hit you with that real God, so-called God information. So I had to let you go see stuff about the New Age, see stuff about this and that, see stuff about that and this, see stuff about this and that. I give you a taste of every goddamn thing to try to bring you back on the 0 point, where the real, true Christ beings come from. Exposing these bastards. Can't nobody expose me. They don't know, because they got tricked too. Dumbasses. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Hirsch documents how pop culture, movies, music, books, and fashion program of pre-selection. Movies, music, books, and fashion. The same program of pre-selection. Satanic programming for the mass media. Let me say this again. Movies, music, books, and fashion is run on the same program of pre-selection. The supply determines the demand. Satanic agenda. From the Vietnam War Wow, let's go to the White House now. I mean, George Bundy, Robert McNamara, or whatever the one. His name was in the military books and stuff. All the way to Eisenhower administration was initiated as on a limited scale under Lyndon Johnson. Oh my gosh, this shit gets deep. That's why they all can. Henry Kissinger, the Guam Doctrine, China Car, Soviet influence, all of them work together. Demons, I keep telling you. But Lord Bertrand Russell back in the 1960s and oh my goodness, way back in the 1930s. Pacifism was also relative. Russell pacifism, imperial model. Okay, Lord Russell, they had something called co-founded the Peace Pledge Union in 1937. See how they came to try to play that love thing, give me some peace, and all that American warfare against the Nazis in 47 was all just a joke. They was all the same people playing y'all, give you the true size, dividing you on that too. Restricted monopoly of nuclear weapons. It's all set up. Banned the bomb in 1950. That's all they crap. President Eisenhower Adams for Peace Initiative. 1950. All this looks some set up bull. They got all this. They got so many different ways to trick you and pulling people, just putting them left one by one, different groups, and they got everything out here. I'm not even gonna keep going because I'm starting to get a little pissed right now, and I can keep going. I ain't even get up into the newer stuff yet. But these Aquarian ages they are legions of Aquarian conspirators. They are in corporations, universities, hospitals, faculties, public schools, factories, doctor's office, state, federal agencies, city councils, the White House staff, state legislature, volunteer organizations, virtually all arenas of policy making in the country. It's part of this Aquarian conspiracy. They're in China, British, all California. They say California became the mecca for hundreds of Americans to engage in these kind of groups called training groups for Zen, Hindu, Buddhist, transcendental meditation, out-of-body experiences, and all this actual hallucinated drugs crap. Then I told you I'm gonna get you about that satanic Hindu crap. I told you I'm coming for it. But y'all thought it was all spiritual over there in the ooh wait. You see why 13 get haters? Because I damaged that bullshit. They think they read it as some goddamn satanic people wrote. Y'all got some fool. Oh, they also in institutions, churches, schools, hospitals, and governments. They also in enhancement of the human potential groups, awareness training, related disciplines, encounter groups, sensory awakening, Gestalt awareness training, related disciplines. Oh my gosh, they in the community everywhere. Man, these people are deep. Man, I'm talking about fighting training for lovers and couple groups, religions cults, LSD experience, religions of the world, Alan Watts, oh my gosh. They in every freaky thing you thought there was some spiritual kind of shit you're going to do. They behind it. I'm gonna stop right there. Because I don't want this video to be too long. Man, they got everybody out here talking about one of spiritualism. Not following Christ or none of that stuff, spiritualism. And everybody think they spiritual out here now. Don't believe in Christ, but they into this spiritual stuff is what's gonna be satanic. I keep telling you, baby, y'all ain't ready for what I got. Hey, man, go look it up. This Aquarian age, Aquarian conspiracy, all the way from Jimmy Carter, that dude Brzezinski, National Security Advisor of the New Age, Joint Chiefs of Staffs. Oh my gosh, I get horoscopes. Horoscopes came from the mirrors of the Soviet people. Horoscopes, astrology. Didn't I tell you this? But also did your Bibles tell you this? Don't follow this stuff, the New Age stuff. But you thought that was a fucking joke, didn't you? Congressional Clearinghouse of the Future. Man, Peking connection all over China information. The prohibition, like I said. 1928, the prohibition, the LSD, all this drug stuff, even Hitchcock. Ooh, the U.S. Treasury. Oh my gosh, Timothy Leary, Harvard, Melbourne, New York, California. They even got down in some kind of fiduciary trust down in Nassau, Grand Bahamas. Man, these people deep. Investors overseas. Man, they got bullshit information everywhere you can think about. Since the 1960s, they're in a Caribbean country. Man, oh my gosh, y'all don't have a goddamn clue because you ain't following the truth. Terrorism, environmentalism, 200 billion drug fund, talking about stopping drugs by bringing drugs over here. They use some tax foundations to finance their terrorism and environmentalism and all this bullcrap. I can't do no more. I'm gonna finish part 2 of your Aquarian age. All your information dealing with your quantum physics information and all this new age information, all your telekinesis power and all your other kind of power that you're supposed to get and you're creating your reality power, it's all satanic information and I got proof on it. I got a lot of information on it, I just never talk about it. I just been waiting to see who is who and see how far they get pulled. Ooh, wait. I'm gonna make them hate me. I'm gonna make them hate me. Because y'all been led astray with these lies from these liars out here. Think they got some freaking power. It's all satanic. New age, so-called Jewish information bullshit, protocols. Satanic. But you don't believe in the devil stuff because they got you out of that stuff. I'm getting a little heated, you know, I'm getting a little upset because see, I'm about to press it, change the camera, so all the change around right now because I'm starting to get pissed right now. And it upsets me because everybody getting pulled a certain kind of way and think they got some goddamn knowledge and it's a bunch of bullshit. All of them follow some goddamn, they don't even know the protocols behind all the information they pushing out here. And they steady pushing it like it means the truth. But they don't have no beliefs in no higher powers, so they're satanic. So when I say they're demons, they're fucking demons. But you don't believe it, but I got fucking proof on all of it. That's why I don't say shit. And you wonder why I'm passionate. Y'all better be careful who you follow out here. All that created some bullshit and stuff. That law of attraction shit and everything else. And oh man, y'all dealing with some goddamn jinns and demons. Some real talk here. It's some real talk. You better get your ass right. Or you can't say you wasn't warned. That's all I'm gonna tell you right there. Cause I'm gonna bring some more. I'm gonna damage them. I'm gonna make them piss. Talking about some so-called God. That information they got, they so-called gods, come from the satanic demons. I told you so. Around here talking about you a so-called God. If you're a so-called God, I mean you just do what the hell you want to do. You ain't gotta follow no rules. You created yourself. Well, if you're a so-called God, why you gotta tell me you're a so-called God? Prove it. Can't do a goddamn thing. You're a liar. I'm gonna call you out. You're the satanic spell. A freaking liar. Your penile gland damned up. You just under their goddamn spells. That's the truth 101. Real talk. Goddamn evil ass bastard.